storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
So what is up, Storm Chasers? Let's go ahead and get right into our love and marriage review. I've been on and off reviewing this show, and I mean, some episodes been hit or miss for me, but I'm definitely gonna try to review this up until the reunion, which is usually like the best part of the seasons, honestly, to talk about, because after a while, you know, I love Carlos King, but with any reality show, you get a bunch of like filler. But let's hop right into it. So in this episode, it starts off with Destiny at a photo shoot. She's doing a photo shoot with the baby, and her father is there, and he's saying how proud he is of her, and it really is like a, you know, it's a feel good, warm, tingly moment. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what I'm actually interested in. Number one, why did Destiny and her husband divorce? Why did we not fully get into that? Did I miss that episode? I feel like we didn't fully get into that, and we need to, because it was like 1 minute they was together, they really couldn't agree on anything, and I didn't know why they was together. Maybe the sex was good, but it didn't seem like they agreed on nothing else. She really didn't want to live with him. She didn't even want to take his name. Boom, they have a baby before they know it, and then they broken up right after. So it's like, did y'all get together just to have a baby, just to be broken up? I don't know. I need more details on that. Destiny is a really private person, but you cannot be that damn private if you are on a reality show. Am I the only one that want to know? I want to know. Bring old boy back. What was his name? Jabarkis, Jeremiah? I done forgot the nigga name. Bring him back. Bring Jay Boogie back so we can actually have some interactions with him and Destiny, and we can get some more scenes with Destiny besides her threatening to drag somebody and going back and forth with Melody. Now, moving right along, we got to talk about Martell and Melody working together. How they going to work together and they arguing all the time? How they going to work together with all that sexual attention they got? How they going to work together when they both still in petty mode? They both still mad at one another? How they gonna work together when really Melody is the brains anyway? How is it that Melody got her license to build and Martell don't, and he was with her all the time? He had time to build other families with other women, but didn't have time to get his license so he could build his shit. I'm just trying to figure out how y'all expect these two to work together when they can't go on vacation with one another. They really can't be in a room with one another. Anytime they in a room with one another, they are still reminiscing on the past, and you can feel the sexual tension in the air. They want to smash so bad. He want to put another baby inside of Melody, and she want to ride it one more good time, but you know, if she ride it one more good time, it's gonna turn into 2, turn into 3, turn into 4, and she ain't really gonna be able to move on. So I just feel like, no, they cannot work together. It is never gonna work. I don't care what project it is. We're still talking about the same plot of land in Huntsville, Alabama. Make up y'all mind. Build the shit or nah. We've been talking about this shit for 3 seasons, and I'm sick of it. Moving right along, Destiny and Tiffany have a talk. They met up at a bar, and you know, here's the thing. Destiny and Tiffany got off to a bad foot because Tiffany put her foot in her mouth. Now, Tiffany was brought in to shake some shit up and to force the other, I was going to say contestants, but to force her other castmates to open up more about their problems and struggles. That's pretty much the formula that Carlos seems to be working with. And so even though Tiffany was low-key getting on my nerves, I do like her because she is doing her job, and she is forcing people to have the conversations that they do need to say. Now, that being said, Tiffany giving us her life story, you know, and Destiny relating to it. Listen, a lot of us would get along more if we understood one another's stories, okay? And I can relate to having a certain kind of upbringing, so maybe your interactions with people socially is not the most appropriate. You don't know the right thing to say. You just don't know. And you might think, well, Tiffany hella grown, she don't know. No, some people don't know. And then some people really, like, they got diarrhea of the mouth. They can't help themselves. And so, you know, you're either going to be around them or they not. But Destiny and Tiffany sat down and figured out they have more in common than what they think. But I'm going to say this too. You know, Destiny is quick to say she going to drag somebody. And, you know, she is bigger. She is thicker than Tiffany. But don't sleep on Tiffany. You don't know what kind of hands Tiffany got. I'm just saying. You never know, Destiny. That may be one for the books. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm glad they were able to hopefully squash their beef and be on the same page going forward. But Tiffany is one of the people that she just always gonna have diarrhea of the mouth. It is what it is. Moving right along, Martell got bad credit. Martell need one of these credit repair people on IG to fix his shit. He need to spend $6.99 to get that shit deleted, apparently. So he goes to Maurice. They all got M names down there. So Martell sits down with Maurice and he's like, okay, what can I do? I'm filing bankruptcy. I got a lot on me. I mean, you guys got to keep in mind, Martell got his kids with Melody and the kid with old girl and whatever else shit going on that we don't know about. So he's pretty much effed himself and ain't gonna be able to build and work and do what he need to do for some years. But he'll be all right. Martell, as long as you keep up drama on reality television, you will always have a check. Don't even worry about that credit, or just do what these niggas in Atlanta do. Get you a VPN number, CPN number. I don't know what they call it. I did a little scammation to get in my first place down here, but I didn't have no CPN number, so I did do a little scammation. I guess I am truly an Atlantean at this point. But anyway, this ain't about me. This is about Martell and his business. Credit messed up, but I still honestly, in 2021, I don't think anyone should even be embarrassed to say they filed bankruptcy. Whether it's Chapter 7, Chapter 11, whichever the one the businesses file, you shouldn't even be embarrassed to file it. Literally, rich people file all the time. Literally, rich people start a business, the shit don't work, they file bankruptcy so they don't have to pay the shit back, and it's called Donald Trump, and the world goes on. So don't let nobody make you feel bad about filing bankruptcy. If you can't pay that shit, file on that shit. That's how I feel. And to wrap up, Letitia going to marital counseling, I think her and Marceau need it. To be honest, when I look at Letitia, I see a woman that has been beat down. I see a woman that, has given up a lot of her life to be a wife and to have kids that she really didn't want. You guys got to keep in mind that she is from the South, and that country South at that. And we already seen how Miss Wanda is, and they seem to be them type of people where Letitia was told, girl, that man got a good job, you better marry him. Girl, that man, you better have some kids with him. Like, Letitia is an example of when you do exactly what society and everybody around you expects you to do. Sometimes later on in life, you're not happy with the result. And it's the same thing with Marceau. He's working himself to death to provide for his family that he's not there for physically. And he knows that, and he feels guilty, which is why he's depressed. And he's going to look up, and his kids are going to be grown. And the first thing they're going to say is, well, you provided for us, daddy, but we ain't never see you, and we don't know you like that. And then when he get old and you're really trying to spend time with him, he ain't going to have time to spend time with the kids that he worked so hard to provide for in the first place. So Letitia and Marceau got to find balance. Letitia need to find her voice. Letitia need to put her mama in her place, and Letitia need to find Letitia. Letitia still ain't found Letitia at this point. So that's pretty much the episode and how I can wrap that up. All right, like, comment, subscribe, share if you care, and I will catch you guys later.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.